A very good morning to all of you. In this class, I am going to start with another important topic of chapter photosynthesis in higher plant. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about the light reaction. So, in this chapter, in the light reaction, there are two kind of phosphorylation takes place. Phosphorylation, that means synthesis of ATP or NADPH2, or in the light reaction mostly the splitting of water. What are the products or what are the phenomena of light reaction? First we discuss in this topic, then we discuss about what are the steps involved in the synthesis of ATP or NADPH2, or how many type of phosphorylation takes place. First we discuss the products of light reaction. The products is ATP synthesized, NADP H2 synthesis, the splitting of water takes place in the reaction. So this is the main process of the light reaction. Now let us discuss what are the processes through which ATP or NADPH gets synthesized. There are two kind of phosphorylation takes place, cyclic photophosphorylation and non-cyclic photophosphorylation. First we will discuss about the non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Non-cyclic photophosphorylation and cyclic photophosphorylation. Non-cyclic photophosphorylation is synthesis of ATP and NADPH2, where both get synthesized, or in a cyclic photophosphorylation only the synthesis of ATP takes place in a and transfer of electron also in a cyclic manner. So these two processes takes place in the cyclic photophosphorylation, whereas in non-cyclic photophosphorylation the synthesis of ATP, NADPH2 and splitting of water, all three processes will take place in the non-cyclic photophosphorylation. So now the non-cyclic photophosphorylation, known by another name, that is Z-scheme. Z-scheme is that means transfer of electron in a zigzag manner. That's why it is also the non-cyclic photophosphorylation also represented by the another name or known by another name, Z-scheme. Now let us discuss about the non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Non-cyclic photophosphorylation is a synthesis of ATP and NADPH2. But first we discuss about the reaction center or light harvesting complex. The light harvesting complex formed by different pigment molecules, or these molecules prevent chlorophyll A by photooxidation from photooxidation. So here is reaction center, reaction center which is formed by chlorophyll A and that is present centrally in light harvesting complex. Here is accessory proteins, pigments. or these together will form light harvesting complex, LHC, light harvesting complex. So whenever the uh, photon photon strike on light harvesting complex or accessory pigment, through the accessory pigment it passes in different way, or the accessory pigment reduce the energy of photon, or then after reducing the energy of photon, that the photon transfer on the reaction center chlorophyll A. The electron in the chlorophyll reaction center or chlorophyll A get excited, or after the excitation of electron, the electron jump from their orbit from nucleus to the orbit, or that from the orbit also, or that is catched by the electron except by electron acceptor plastoquinone or the electron move in a uphill manner, which is accepted by plastoquinone. The plastoquinone is a proton acceptor, but during that time they release the proton and accept upcoming electron from the reaction center, or the again the electron transfer by plastoquinone in a downhill manner to the electron transport system. The electron transport system synthesizes ATP with the help of electron gradient from the ADP. Again, the electron transport system transfer electron in a downhill manner, which is received by photosystem first. Here is photosystem second, which absorb the light of 680 nanometer, and here is photosystem second, which is first is formed by or absorb the light of 700 nanometer. P as first 700, or electron again get excited by after the photon strike, or that is passed to the, again the electron get excited or jump from their orbit, or which is accepted by electron acceptor ferredoxine. Here near the ferredoxine electron acceptor, the NADP reductase enzyme is present. With the help of enzyme, again NADP positive converted into NADPH. So the two products get synthesized in a Z-scheme manner with the help of photon. Through the photon the electron get excited or that emitted from their orbit, or in a uphill manner, which is catched by electron acceptor plastoquinone. Plastoquinone transfer this electron in a downhill manner to the electron transport system. Through the electron gradient, the electron transport system will synthesize ATP from ADP molecule and inorganic phosphate. Again, the electron transfer in a downhill manner from electron transport system to the photosystem first 700, which absorb the light of 700 nanometer through again the photon through with the help of photon, electron again get excited and jump from their orbit, which is in a uphill manner, which is accepted by electron acceptor ferrodoxine, or near the ferrodoxine NADP reductase enzyme is present, which convert the NADP plus into the NADPH2. Here the two product get synthesized. But what happens if chlorophyll regularly or reaction center regularly emit electron? So at one time there is reduction in the electron at the site of reaction center. So that fulfilling of electron done by the water splitting, where two molecule of water split to form 4 proton plus 4 electron molecule, and also 1 oxygen molecule. The 4 electron transfer to the reaction center for fulfilling electron that are emitted from the reaction center. So this is the process of non-cyclic photophosphorylation, where the electron move in a Z scheme, in a zigzag manner, in uphill manner, then downhill manner, then uphill manner. That the movement of electron and electron accepted by electron acceptor plastoquinone and ferrodoxine. The plastoquinone receive electron from the photosystem, 680 nanometer, which absorb light of 680 nanometer, and ferrodoxine, which accept electron from the photosystem first, which absorb light of 700 nanometer. Both the photosystem first and second present in the inner thylakoid membrane, or the enzyme also the enzyme NADP reductase present in the lumen of, or near the inner membrane of the thylakoid, now hence all the ATP and NADPH get transferred to the dark reaction for the carbon dioxide fixation. So that's why the ATP gets synthesized or NADPH2 gets synthesized during the non-cyclic photophosphorylation and cyclic photophosphorylation. Now students, let us discuss about the cyclic photophosphorylation, where the cyclic photophosphorylation, here the non-cyclic photophosphorylation takes place in the thylakoid, whereas the cyclic photophosphorylation takes place in the cyclic photophosphorylation takes place in the stroma lamellae. Now, in the cyclic photophosphorylation takes place in the stroma lamellae and photosystem first, which absorb light of 700 nanometer first, and the electron acceptor is ferrodoxine. Here there is absence of NADP reductase enzyme, and takes place in stroma lamellae. Only. So now let us discuss about the cyclic photophosphorylation. In the cyclic photophosphorylation, first is electron acceptor is ferrodoxine ferrodoxine. Electron acceptor is ferrodoxine. And here is reaction center, chloro, which is formed by chlorophyll A, and the light harvesting forms light harvesting complex together with the accessory pigment, light harvesting complex. And here is photosystem, first 700, which absorb light. When light strike on the light harvesting complex, the passes by or through the different pigment, accessory pigment, and finally transfer to the chlorophyll A, or through which the electron get excited and pass to the electron acceptor ferrodoxine in an uphill manner. The ferrodoxine pass this electron in a downhill manner to the electron transport system. Now, electron transport system again pass electron in a downhill manner, or through the electron transport system ATP gets synthesized with the help of ADP molecule. With the help of ADP molecule. Now, ADP molecule. Here the NADP reductase is absent. NADP is absent. NADP reductase is absent. Photon, or in the Z scheme we have learned about that the plastoquinone transfer electron to electron transport system, but due to absence of photosystem second, the ferro and NADP reductase enzyme, the electron passes by ferrodoxine, electron from the ferrodoxine transfer to the electron transport system. Through the electron gradient, the ATP gets synthesized. Through the electron gradient, the ATP gets synthesized from the cyclic photophosphorylation. So these are the important points about the cyclic photophosphorylation. First, it takes place in stroma lamellae because of the absence, and the second point is there is absence of photosystem second. Photosystem second is absent. Photosystem second is absent in cyclic photophosphorylation. In stroma lamellae, or due to this reason, the electron is transferred by ferrodoxine to the electron transport system, not by the photosystem, not by the plastoquinone. So due to the photosystem, absence of photosystem second, the plastoquinone is also absent. Plastoquinone is also absent. Plastoquinone is also absent, and here the ferrodoxine electron acceptor is present, or NADPH reductase is absent. Here NADP reductase is absent. Here is ferrodoxine, and due to this reason the electron is not passed to the NADP reductase, or it has been passed by to the electron transport system. So these are the some important points about the cyclic photophosphorylation, and also the splitting of water always takes place on the photosystem second, or or due to this reason the splitting of water also not takes place, or because of the electron pass in a cyclic manner, or that's why the deficiency of electron also not takes place during the cyclic photophosphorylation. That's why there is no need for the splitting of water. The products of cyclic photophosphorylation is only not the oxygen molecule, because neither splitting of water takes place nor formation of oxygen or oxygen evolved during the process. The release of oxygen takes place during the only non-cyclic photophosphorylation. If only the cyclic photophosphorylation takes place in a living organism, so that will not release the oxygen molecule during the photosynthesis process, during the light reaction. So student, here is overall about the cyclic photophosphorylation. Now winding up today's topic, the light reaction. The light reactions carried out in two phases, cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation, two processes, cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation. In a cyclic photophosphorylation or non-cyclic photophosphorylation, both are takes place in the chloroplast. Non-cyclic photophosphorylation is also known by the another name, that is Z scheme, or this process takes place in the thylakoid of grana, whereas the cyclic photophosphorylation takes place in the stroma lamellin. Now, non-cyclic photophosphorylation here, the products of non-cyclic photophosphorylation are ATP, NADPH2, or due to splitting of water, oxygen also evolved during the process, or NADP is present, electron acceptor of plastoquinone and ferredoxin, or photosystem first and second both will be present in the non-cyclic photophosphorylation. The photosystem second is absorb the light of 680 nanometer, or whereas the photosystem first absorb the light of 700 nanometer. When the photon strike with the light harvesting complex or the accessory pigment passes through the accessory pigment and finally get transferred onto the chlorophyll A, which form the reaction center, or through the chlorophyll A the electron emit and get excited and jump from their nucleus or orbit, and that is accepted by the electron acceptor plastoquinone or get transferred to the electron transport system. Through the electron transport system, the ATP gets synthesized and again electron pass in a downhill manner to the photosystem first, which absorb the light of 700 nanometer. Electron again get excited and emit from their orbit, and which is accepted by the ferredoxin, which is another electron acceptor or present on the photosystem first. Near the electron acceptor ferredoxin, NADPH reductase, NADP reductase is present, which reduce the NADP plus to form NADPH2. Hence, the two products get formed ATP or NADPH2 due to continuous emitting of electron. At one time, the electron is highly decreased if this is not fulfilled by the electron. So, fulfilling of electron takes place by the splitting of water, or through the splitting of water, through the splitting of water, 4 electron release, or 4 proton and one oxygen molecule also get released by splitting of 2 water molecules, or that is the 4 electron move to fulfill the deficiency of electron onto the photosystem second, which absorb the light of 680 nanometer. Now another point is that due to the continuous splitting of water, one time the proton also increase in the stroma region. So the maintenance of proton done by the chemiosmotic hypothesis. We will discuss it later in chemiosmosis hypothesis, or through the chemiosmosis hypothesis, through the proton gradient, the ATP gets synthesized from the F1 and CF1 or F0 particle, where the F0 particle embedded in the thylakoid membrane. Or here the non-cyclic, through the non-cyclic photophosphorylation, ATP and ADPH2 and oxygen molecule evolve. During the photosynthesis process, here it is clear that the oxygen only evolved by the light reaction only, or through the Z scheme or non-cyclic photophosphorylation, or during the non-cyclic photophosphorylation there is no such phenomena or splitting of water takes place due to there is no evolution of the oxygen molecule during the non-cyclic photophosphorylation, which takes place in the stroma lamelli. Hence here is overall about the cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation. I hope you like this video, students. So thank you for listening and watching.